Hello, friends. Have you ever found yourself wondering if a guy likes you? Maybe there's someone you've been noticing, and now you are curious if he feels the same way about you. Let me tell you a little secret: men aren't as mysterious as they seem. When a man is interested in you, it shows in the way he talks, what he does, and most importantly, the kind of questions he asks you. Yes, their questions are like a window into their feelings. Today, on Psychology Insight, we are decoding the 11 key questions men ask when they're attracted to you, interested in you, or even falling for you. These aren't just random questions, they carry deeper meanings. Understanding them can transform how you approach relationships. So, sit back, relax, and watch till the end of this video. It's going to leave you feeling confident, empowered, and ready to recognize the signs that a man is genuinely into you. Questions are more powerful than they seem. Have you noticed how someone who likes you is eager to know more about you? They're not just asking to make conversation, they're asking because they want to connect, to find common ground, and to build something meaningful. When a man asks you certain questions, it's not just small talk. It's his way of saying, "You matter to me, and I want to know more about you." These questions often reflect his curiosity, interest, and emotional investment in you. Some might seem playful, while others are deeply personal, but all of them reveal how he feels about you. For instance, if he asks you about your type, he's not just curious about your preferences. He's trying to figure out if he has a chance with you. If he compliments your sense of style or fitness, it's not just a casual observation, he's letting you know that he finds you extraordinary. When he notices your humor and asks who taught you to be so funny, it's his way of expressing admiration for how you make him feel. Laughter creates a bond, and when he laughs with you, it's genuine appreciation for the joy you bring into his life. Social media has become a modern way to stay connected. So, when a man asks if he can add you on social media, it's more than just a follow request. It's his way of wanting to be part of your world, to stay connected with you beyond the moments you share in person. Some questions, like asking why you are still single, might seem like a cliché, but they carry a deeper meaning. He's not just curious about your relationship status, he's genuinely surprised that someone as amazing as you hasn't been taken yet. When he asks if you've ever thought about settling down, it shows he's considering a future with you and wants to know if your goals align with his. Similarly, when he asks if you've ever been in love, he's not only trying to understand your past but also your perspective on love and relationships. Sometimes, a guy might directly ask about the kind of person you usually go for. It's a bold move, but it shows his genuine interest in understanding what makes your heart race. If he's brave enough to ask if you are currently seeing someone, it's because he's hoping the answer is no. Even simple questions like, "Do you come here often?" might seem casual, but they're an attempt to connect with you and keep the conversation going. Each of these questions, no matter how subtle, carries a deeper meaning. They reveal his feelings, his intentions, and his desire to get closer to you. The next time a man asks you something that feels a little too thoughtful, take a moment to consider what he might really be trying to say. You are deserving of love, respect, and admiration. Never settle for less than you deserve. Always remember your worth and value in any relationship. Hey, I've been thinking about something lately. Have you ever caught yourself wondering if a guy likes you? Like, maybe there's this one guy you've been noticing, and now you are curious if he feels the same way. Honestly, guys aren't always as mysterious as they seem. Most of the time, it's pretty easy to tell if they're into you. You just have to pay attention to how they act, what they say, and especially the kinds of questions they ask you. Questions are like these little clues, They're not just random things guys ask, they usually have a meaning behind them. When a guy likes you, his questions show his curiosity, his interest, and sometimes even his feelings. And once you know how to read between the lines, it's like unlocking a whole new way to understand what's going on in his head. Let me break it down for you. Let's say a guy asks you something like, "What's your type?" It sounds innocent enough, right? But think about it, why would he even care? What he's really trying to figure out is whether he's your type. It's like a sneaky way of asking, "Do I have a shot with you?" Or when he says something like, "How do you stay so fit?" or "How are you always so stylish?" That's not just a random compliment. He's noticed something about you that he finds really attractive, and he wants you to know that without being too obvious. It's his way of saying, "Wow, you are amazing," but in a roundabout way. And then there's the classic one, "How are you still single?" Now, this one always makes me laugh. It's like he's saying, "You are so great. I can't believe no one has snatched you up yet." But let's be real, he's probably just trying to figure out if you are available while giving you a compliment at the same time. Oh, and have you noticed how some guys ask about your past? Like, "Have you ever been in love?" That's not just small talk. He's trying to understand you on a deeper level, to see how you think and feel about relationships. It's his way of opening up the conversation to something more personal. Social media is another big one these days. If a guy says, "Can I add you on Instagram?" or something like that, it's not just about following your profile. It's like he wants to stay connected with you, to keep the conversation going even when you're not around. It's his way of being in your world without saying it outright. But here's the thing, it's not just about the questions themselves. It's also about how he asks them. Does he seem genuinely curious? Is he looking for more than just surface-level answers? Because if he is, that's a huge sign that he's into you. You know, sometimes guys aren't great at coming out and saying how they feel, so they use these questions as a way to test the waters. They want to know if you might feel the same way, but without putting themselves out there too much. And honestly, once you start noticing these little things, it's kind of fun to decode what's really going on. So, the next time a guy asks you something like, "Do you ever think about settling down?" or "What kind of guy do you usually go for?" pay attention. It might just be his way of saying he's interested in something more with you. Anyway, I just wanted to share that because I feel like it's something we don't always think about. But once you do, it changes the way you look at conversations. Just remember, you deserve someone who's genuinely curious about you, who respects you, and who sees how amazing you are. And hey, if you ever want to talk more about stuff like this, you know I'm always here. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Psychology Insight. Let us know in the comments which of these questions you've been asked before. Until next time, stay confident, stay amazing, and never stop believing in the love you deserve.